What are the 5 main reasons why Barcelona has been playing poorly in recent years? Let's analyze them together. Transfer strategy. In recent years, Barcelona has made questionable transfer decisions, signing players who have not been able to make a significant impact on the team. These signings have been expensive both financially and in terms of their on-field performance. Let's take a look at the top 5 failed signings of Barcelona in recent years. Felipe Coutinho. The Brazilian midfielder was signed from Liverpool in 2018 for a reported fee of €160 million, but failed to live up to expectations at Camp Nou. Ousmane Dembélé. The French winger was signed from Borussia Dortmund in 2017 for a reported fee of €105 million, but has been plagued by injuries and inconsistency since his arrival. However, to be fair, under the management of Xavi, Dembélé has shown his true potential and is now worth at least €50 million. Malcolm. The Brazilian forward was signed from Bordeaux in 2018 for a reported fee of €41 million, but failed to make an impact at the club and was sold to Zenit St. Petersburg after just 1 season. Arda Turan. The Turkish midfielder was signed from Atletico Madrid in 2015 for a reported fee of €34 million, but failed to make an impact at the club and was loaned out before being sold to Istanbul Başakşehir in 2018. André Gomes. The Portuguese midfielder was signed from Valencia in 2016 for a reported fee of €35 million, but failed to make an impact at the club and was loaned out before being sold to Everton in 2018. Do you think we should include Antoine Griezmann on this list? The player joined Barcelona from Atletico Madrid in July 2019 for a reported fee of €120 million, had big problems adapting to the club, and did not show the brightest game, eventually returning to Atletico Madrid. Write your thoughts in the comments, and we'll continue. These players were unable to live up to expectations and failed to influence the team's results. This has led to Barcelona's lack of success as the club has struggled to compete at the highest level. As a result, it becomes clear that Barcelona needs to reconsider its transfer strategy and focus on signing players who can help them achieve their goals. Inadequate investment in youth. Barcelona is a club with a rich history of producing some of the greatest players of all time, such as Lionel Messi, Xavi, Andres Iniesta, and Carles Puyol, just to name a few. However, in recent years, the club has struggled to maintain the same level of success due to a lack of investment in its youth academy. The Barcelona Youth Academy, also known as La Masia, has been a cornerstone of the club's success for decades. It has produced numerous world-class players who have gone on to achieve great things at both the club and international level. However, in recent years, the academy has not been as successful in producing top-quality players. One of the main reasons for this decline in the quality of La Masia graduates is the lack of investment by the club. The academy requires a significant amount of investment to ensure that it can attract and retain the best young talent. However, in recent years, Barcelona has been focused on spending big money on established players rather than investing in its youth academy. This lack of investment has led to a situation where the club is heavily reliant on its first-team players, many of whom are aging and past their prime. As a result, the team has struggled to keep up with its rivals in recent seasons, both domestically and in Europe. Barcelona's failure to invest in its youth academy has also resulted in a lack of young talent breaking through to the first team. The club has not produced a world-class player from its academy since the emergence of Messi over a decade ago. This has meant that the team has had to rely on expensive signings to fill the gaps in the squad. In contrast, other top clubs such as Bayern Munich and Ajax have invested heavily in their youth academies and have reaped the benefits in terms of on-field success. These clubs have been able to produce a steady stream of top-quality players who have helped them achieve sustained success both domestically and in Europe. In conclusion, Barcelona's lack of investment in its youth academy has been a major factor in the team's decline in recent years. The club must make a concerted effort to invest in La Masia if it hopes to regain its status as one of the top clubs in the world. Without a steady stream of top-quality young talent, the team will continue to struggle to keep up with its rivals both domestically and in Europe. Loss of key players. Barcelona has been going through a rough patch lately, and one of the major reasons for this has been the departure of some of their key players. Over the past few years, the team has lost stars such as Neymar, Andres Iniesta, Xavi Hernandez, Luis Suarez, and most recently, Lionel Messi. The impact of these departures on the team's performance cannot be overstated. Neymar, who left Barcelona to join Paris Saint-Germain in 2017, was a vital player for the team, known for his incredible skill, pace, and goal-scoring abilities. Andres Iniesta and Xavi Hernandez were both midfield maestros, renowned for their creativity, vision, and ability to control the tempo of the game. Luis Suarez was another player who made a significant impact during his time at Barcelona. The Uruguayan striker was one of the most lethal finishers in world football, and his partnership with Messi and Neymar in the famous MSN frontline was a sight to behold. And of course, Lionel Messi, arguably the greatest footballer of all time, who had been with Barcelona for more than 2 decades, left the club in 2021 to join Paris Saint-Germain. Messi was the heartbeat of Barcelona, the talismanic figure who led the team to countless titles and inspired generations of fans. Losing such key players has had a profound effect on Barcelona's performance. The team has struggled to replace them adequately, and as a result, they have failed to win major titles in recent years. The club has invested heavily in new players, but none have been able to fill the shoes of the players who left. As Barcelona continues to rebuild and strive for success, they will need to find a way to replace the players they have lost and rebuild their team with new talent. It will be a difficult task, but with the right investments and strategy, Barcelona can once again become a dominant force in world football. Managerial decisions. Over the past 3 years, Catalan giants have changed 4 different managers, each with their own approach and philosophy. This has caused confusion and disruptions in the team, leading to poor performance on the field. Barcelona has also failed to sign any significant contracts in the recent transfer windows, further weakening their squad. The lack of investment in new players has led to a lack of depth and quality, hindering the team from competing at the highest level. Perhaps 2022 was an exception. Robert Lewandowski, Yafin Hutt, Jules Kounde, Frank Kessie, and Marcos Alonso were signed, but the new squad has not lived up to expectations in European competitions. The club was knocked out of the Champions League and recently lost a match in the Europa League against Manchester United, leaving the players with nothing to take home. The club's board of directors must take responsibility for these poor decisions and take action to bring Barcelona back to its former glory. They must invest in quality players and appoint a manager who can bring stability and consistency to the team. Only then can Barcelona once again compete for the top prize. By the way, we recommend watching a video about the main reasons for Manchester United's recent failures. The link to the video will appear at the top of the video. Financial issues. The financial problems of Barcelona are a long-standing issue that started even before the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2019, the club spent €1.2 billion on player salaries, which amounted to 83% of the total club budget. This significantly exceeds the limit set by UEFA of 70%. However, Barcelona's problems are not limited to just the excessively high player salaries. The club also failed to attract new investors to help improve its financial situation. While other major European clubs like Manchester City and PSG are attracting investments from wealthy owners, Barcelona remains financially dependent on its sponsors and transfer revenues. Furthermore, Barcelona is also struggling with an increase in debt, which recently amounted to over €1.1 billion. The club has also slowed down its revenue growth, earning around €840 million in 2019, which is 23% less than the previous year. This is a result of technical problems related to the sale of sponsorship contracts, as well as issues with player transfers. Recently, Barcelona announced that it managed to reduce its player salary expenses by €297 million per year, thanks to contract restructuring. However, despite this, the club is still in debt and has a lot of work to do to return to financial stability. Thus, Barcelona's financial problems are one of the main reasons for its failures in football. However, under the management of Joan Laporta in recent years, the club has managed to sign a number of new players, reduce costs, sell a large part of its shares, and improve its financial report, allowing it to purchase more expensive players. We believe that Barcelona will be able to manage these players correctly, and we will soon see its return to the top of football. That's all for now. Don't forget to subscribe and like so you don't miss new episodes about the world of football. Until next time.